Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be attempting to do the minimal or no makeup challenge. I don't know if this is a challenge. It's more a way of doing your makeup where you can definitely still see your skin showing through, but it doesn't look like you have any makeup on at all. That's the goal. If you're enjoying the video while you're watching, be sure to give this one a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I do upload twice a week. I'm still playing around with the days and times that I'm uploading. So please continue to give me your feedback down below in the comments, letting me know if there is a time or a day that you would like to see videos and if you would like me to keep them scheduled or just post like on a day that I'm feeling like I want to post a video, you know? So I really only have a handful of products here. I don't want to go too overboard with how many products I am applying. Like I said, the goal is no makeup. So I would love to cover up a little bit of this right here, define my brows a little, add some mascara, and that's pretty much it. And if you are curious what products I'm using in this video, I will have them linked down in the description. First product I'm going to go in with is this XX Revolution Quick Fix Perfect Matte Base. So this is supposed to be a mattifying primer that does blur your skin a little bit. Even though we're going for a no makeup look, I definitely want my skin to look smooth and blurred. And primer is a good way to do that. Plus, when I am doing a look like this, I notice that I get oily throughout the day, and if I don't apply primer, it just kind of makes it worse. So I'm not applying a ton of product on top of this primer, so I want something to help keep me looking a little bit more matte, even though I don't have like a mattifying foundation and a mattifying powder on top. This product is like the star of the show. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have mine in the shade Creme Brulee. I actually reordered this in a little bit of a lighter shade. So what I do is I take my finger, get a little bit, and just apply some first to my dark circles, because I definitely have dark circles. They just live here. They set up residence on my face a while ago, and I can't get rid of them. But I'm not taking too much, and I'm just blending that out with my finger. Can definitely still see my dark circles. The goal is not to have them completely covered up, just minimized a little bit. So then again, take my finger, add a little bit right on top of these guys, these fun friends that have also set up camp ever since we started wearing masks. I'm just blending, making sure that when I do add this to my skin, I am blending. This stuff a little goes a very long way, so you don't need a ton of this to get the coverage that you are wanting. Now my chin also gets a little bit red, so I'm going to take a dab, just blend it all over. And then also my nose does get a little red, so I take like the tiniest amount on the side of my nose, blend it in. Take some, kind of like what I did on my chin, not too much, just blending like that. So now you can see most of my acne is covered a little bit, very similar to what we did with the dark circles. I'm not wanting to conceal them all the way. I just want to minimize the redness. So that's pretty much like the level of concealing I'm gonna do on my skin. Now, I want everything to stay in place because this is tacky when you touch it. So I'm going to take my Mercier powder, just a little bit of it, and set down the areas that I added the NARS concealer to. This is a translucent powder. I don't want to go in with a powder that has pigment like the Makeup Forever powder, because that's going to add more coverage to your skin, which is not the goal here. It's just to make sure that what we just did is set and won't go anywhere throughout the day. I've been doing this look a ton, almost every day. So I feel like I really have mastered what this is supposed to look like and how it works on my skin. Because that way I feel like I have a little bit of something going on, but it's not a full face of makeup. I'm just taking, this is a Morphe M438 brush. If you have any other brush recommendations, like other than Sigma and Morphe, please let me know. I'd love to expand my brush collection to other brands other than just like Morphe. Now, as you can see, my forehead is a little bit shinier compared to the rest of my face now. So I'm going to take a little bit of that powder, just go on top. I mean, I'm not really setting anything down. I'm just trying to mattify a little bit. Usually I would apply this concealer to my eyelids, but because it's a no makeup look, I feel okay not doing that because it helps keep the look of like, oh, she's not really wearing makeup, you know? I don't know. I feel like if you apply an eyeshadow base, it really adds a lot of coverage and makes sure eyelids look prepped for eyeshadow, which we're not doing today. So I don't need to add it to my eyelids. Now that that's done, I'm going to use my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I need a lighter shade. This is medium brown, so I'm gonna go in with an extremely light hand with this. I just want to define my brows where they feel sparse, like towards the end, and then also right up here. You know, just give them a little shape, not really adding too much to the center of my eyebrow because it can make your brows look very harsh. See how that is just a little bit more defined than this one? I'm gonna try to copy the same thing. We'll see how it goes. I'm not spending too much time in one particular area on my brow because if I do, that section's gonna get really bold and deep. So it feels like I'm barely touching my brows here. Very light strokes. And good. Okay, now I'm gonna set them down with the Milk Makeup Kush Brow Gel. It's a clear gel, so you can use any clear brow gel that you have. And again, I'm going in very lightly because sometimes brow gels make your brows look very shiny, but I would like them to be set. And while that's still drying, I think I'm going to take the spoolie from the Anastasia Brow Wiz, just go over it, make sure that it's not looking too shiny, too glossy, or too set down. Now that that's done, I think all I'm going to do, and it's totally up to you on like what you prefer. Some people really like bronzer, so you're going to choose bronzer over highlight. I would not go in with blush, bronzer, and highlight. If I'm doing a look like this, I choose either bronzer or highlight. In this case, I'm going to do just a tiny bit of bronzer, barely like that. And on my forehead, this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. Again, you can use any bronzer. So very light-handed bronzing, just to give your face a little bit of depth. And then I'm going to take, again, the lightest hand with the Smashbox Spotlight Palette in the shade Pearl. And I'm gonna go in with this light shade just at the tops of my cheekbones. But I'm not adding very much, only just like a tiny bit of a highlight right here. That way it feels like your face has a little bit more dimension and it's not so flat. So then all I'm gonna do is just add some mascara. I'm not adding a ton of mascara. This is a mascara that actually probably needs to be tossed soon. It's the CoverGirl LashBlast Fusion, but it's just drying up. I can feel it. So it's like perfect formula for something like this. And I realized that adding mascara totally defeats the no makeup look. But you know what? It just adds something to your eyes, especially when you have like as little makeup on as I do now. Usually I would add more than one coat of mascara, but I think I'm going to leave it exactly like this. I want my eyelashes to be like the rest of my face, very soft and very minimal. I don't want them to be like the center of the show. I am adding just the tiniest amount to my bottom lashes as well. Then as last step, I'm going to go in with my Aquaphor because this is the best lip balm ever. If you are in need of a really great lip balm that's super affordable and really does the job, I would try the Aquaphor. This is a mini size. It's not the lip treatment version of Aquaphor. It's the regular Aquaphor, just in a tiny container. This helps keep my lips so moisturized. I use it all the time at night. I put this on before bed and I wake up and it's still on my lips and it does a really good job of moisturizing. So I take a little bit, and that's an extra step you don't really need to do. Just nice to have some lip balm on. So there you have it. That is my version of the minimal or no makeup makeup look, I really focused a lot on evening out my skin tone, because with these friends and the redness that like just lives on my face, I feel like adding a little bit of concealer just to those spots that I want to minimize the redness helps so much. So it evens out my face. The bronzer adds a little bit of dimension so it doesn't look like you're totally flat. You can still see a little bit of my redness coming through. Like there was no way I was gonna cover all of my redness without like having it look like makeup, but at least this way it feels like my skin is a little bit more on the natural side. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Again, if you did, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you want me to do more tip videos or videos that show like a certain kind of makeup style, let me know that down below. I think, what was it? Like a Z girl, a something girl, I don't know, where you have the blush on the nose. I think that's so fun for winter. So if you want me to do that or any other makeup styles, then let me know that down below. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.